under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Kansas City Royals. We've got baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Brady Singer is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Kansas City. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Here's George Springer. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Leading off for Toronto, the designated hitter, George Springer.
First pitch on the way. First of this 4-game weekend set as the opening pitch is swung on and missed for the first strike. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. And oh, to be on the beach in Hawaii tonight. 43 degrees at first pitch. One and two. Here it comes.
Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's going to succeed against this lineup, he's got to keep the ball down.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around at strike 3. So bases are empty with 1 gone. And in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. First offering. This is on the ground over to first. Gloved by Santana, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
You know, I'm looking forward to see what this guy can do in that 5-hole. He's the team leader in home runs, so he's having a nice year so far. It's always a good feeling when you can lead your team in a category like home runs. I'm sure he takes a lot of pride in that.
Stepping in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Line to left, and that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Teoscar Hernandez digging in now as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Have to find a way to get that guy home from second now. Never know how important these early runs can be.
Ready with the 0-1. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, I know we're only in the top of the first, but back-breaking blows are those 2-out runners in scoring position knocks, and they have a chance to capitalize right here.
Boy, Dero, you touched on it right there. I think as a pitcher, you try to get through that first inning.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the 3rd out. So they can't make anything out of the 2-out double. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We are scoreless on the show. Tanner Roark, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Tanner Roark a lot of times gets lost in the shuffle. Really good sinking fastball. Former reliever that worked his way into the starting rotation. 93 to 95 miles an hour with sink. Power slider. Good changeup. I'd like to see him use the changeup a little bit more. Quality 3-pitch mix. A pitcher and not a thrower.
The 1-0.
2-0.
Two balls and a strike.
He must know something we don't know. That was a center cut heater with count leverage in a big spot. I don't understand why he's taking it.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Hit weakly back to the mound. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. A chance now from Mckea to have a look at the starting 9 for these Royals. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matty, how about Andrew Benintendi? Looking at the stats, he's hitting over 400 versus right-handed pitching this season. He's obviously facing a right-hander on the mound today, so, guys, he could have a real impact on this game.
Mckea comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And he'll just put it in his pocket. It's an infield single.
Batting third, the right fielder, Jorge.
In is Jorge Soler as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Mckea leads off first with 1 away. And he's safe.
Well, he's certainly doing his best to get his team out to an early lead. Picks up the single and then decides that's not good enough, so he swipes second to get into scoring position. Now we'll see if the guys can pick him up.
1-1. Down the left field line and deep. Working for the punch out and the offering. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. High and deep to right center. Long run for the center fielder. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Batting fourth.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
And up steps Salvador Perez. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And the indication from the dugout comes. It looks like they're going to put him on intentionally, so that'll set up the ability with 1 away. First pitch on the way. Hunter Dozier stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
And 2-0 as this one's taken low. And this one's over at the knees. 2-1. Hit hard to short. Bichette picks it up cleanly. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Now at the plate is Randall Grichik, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. First offering. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Hey, D-Row, you better be up there ready to swing with Ricky Holiday behind the plate, particularly on that high pitch.
Yeah, and I don't like that, Dan. As an offensive player, that's the one pitch that you almost can't get to with a power guy on the mound. I'm okay with you giving a little bit on the corners, but you start giving north, it makes it super tough on the hitters.
Called strike 2 as he locks him up there.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
This is skied into short left center. On the move is Taylor. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Batting 6.
So here's how the Kansas City Royals are positioned defensively. The guy I want to focus on is outfielder Andrew Benintendi. Also a hybrid-type outfielder, forced to move to a corner in Boston with the likes of Jackie Bradley Jr. and Mookie out there, but a guy who can play center with a strong, accurate arm, and we know he can roll the pole.
And he's looking to get it going, off to a bit of a slow start this year. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Breaking ball called just a bit low. Now the 2-1 pitch. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Line towards center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Gurriel.
In now, Lourdes Gurriel, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Simeon, base runner at first with 1 out. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The next 0-2. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring up the former St. John's University standout Joe Panik. From the stretch. A runner on first with 2 away. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back. Has a look, now the pitch. Grounded to short. Mondesi brings it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Blue Jays held in check. They're down 1-0. And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. His career line against Roark up until this point. He's 1 for 5.
Andrew Benintendi.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. With that, the Royals have their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
Batting 7, the first baseman.
So now Carlos Santana. He too had 3 knocks in yesterday's win. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. 1 there. On to first, and that's now 2 innings and 2 double play balls here tonight. 2 away now.
Batting 8, the designated hitter, Ryan McBroom.
So base is empty now after the double play, and striding forward the designated hitter, Ryan McBroom. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball, and it gets by him, a swinging strike.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
Line to the right side, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Batting 9, the center fielder, Michael Taylor.
To the plate now, Michael Taylor. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Can't connect there on the breaking ball. 1-1. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. Hernandez gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. Royals leave one. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. The batter will be Alejandro Kirk, and he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Alejandro.
First pitch on its way. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. This is popped up. Santana has a play, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Up next to the Blue Jays.
So one away in the Toronto third, and that brings in George Springer. First pitch on its way. Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you can see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
At the plate, Bo Bichette. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
And I really don't know how you swing at that. He must have had his mind up he was going to swing as soon as the ball came out of the pitcher's hand. Now
he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. Blue Jays go down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Throw to first in time, and the bunt attempt is foiled.
Well, he was planning that before he even got in the box, and he got it down, but it wasn't quite good enough to put him on board.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Mckea. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Pitch popped up. Guerrero has room in foul territory, and that's the second out of the inning. So 2 away here in the Kansas City third, and that'll bring up Jorge Soler to hit next. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Here now the 2-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Waiting on it is Hernandez, and that ends the inning. Royals go down 1-2-3, but they're on top 1-0. So now here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as we begin the top of the 4th.
The first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped up. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
And the pitch. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Taylor coming on, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Two-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark, that's intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the run is Benintendi. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the place.
You come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
Here's Randall Grichik as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Grichik hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
The 2-0 on the way.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
So stepping in is Simeon, a potential tying run for him at third base. First delivery to him. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. There's 1 on to first, and it's a double. play, although the run does come in to score from third.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. One run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
So now to the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Hey, this guy's so aggressive. I don't think this pitch is anywhere near the zone.
The 0-2. Now a pitch popped up. Should be enough room for Perez behind the plate. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. A run on 2 hits here for Toronto. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. All tied at 1-1. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And now it'll be the catcher, Salvador Perez. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Hunter Dozier will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
On to first, and they get the double play.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Tailor-made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
Andrew Benincendi is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High in the air out to center field. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Royals bats are quiet there. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Leading off for the Blue Jays.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. First delivery to him. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Anytime you're battling and the score is even, you've got to get on base to manufacture some offense. He'll take that every day of the week.
Next to hit is Alejandro Kirk. He popped out in his first trip. He's set. Here it comes. And they start him with one high and away for ball 1. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Now a sinker's low off the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. On the ground to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Boy, and that's a great play there at short. He's forced to go to the backhand and then pivot on that right leg. to throw against the momentum of his body. These guys make it look easy. That's one you can definitely launch into right field if you're not under control.
George Springer the next to hit, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball one. No hits to this point. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
That's on the outer edge. 3-1.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
The 3-1.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Swing and a line drive right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Blue Jays. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Welcome back to Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. We send it down to Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, Royals manager Mike Matheny talked with me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. They're currently averaging more than a hit per inning, while at the same time, they've yet to strike out a single time. We all know that's a rarity these days, but clearly the bat-on-ball approach is working for them.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Here's Carlos Santana now. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far, they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much just disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Into the box, Ryan McBroom, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Strike 2.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
Stays alive, still 0-2.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Standing in now, Michael Taylor, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A swing and a ground ball to third. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. Throw comes in quickly from left, so even on the hit and run, they'll hold things to first and second here. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Stepping in now, Adalberto Mondesi. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? And that one is gone. Three-run home run down the line in right. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Royals have opened it up now 4-1.
You can see why they love this guy. He's a leadoff guy with some serious pop, and he pounces on this mistake and knocked it right out of here.
Now back to second baseman, Aaron
Into the box now, Mckea, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Hit on the ground toward the left. Bichette's got it. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
So frustrating, Hero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
And it's 1-2. Drilled right back up the middle. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. But not before the Royals strike for 3 on this 3-run home run. 5 innings complete. It's now 4-1 Kansas City. Into the box, Bichette. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Offense needs to get going right here. You want to try and tighten up this game a little bit before it starts to get into that territory where you're going to start seeing the back end of each bullpen.
And an offline throw, but boy, look at him stretch out and keep the foot on the bag. Great concentration there for the first out. Next, it'll be Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Now the first pitch. Check swing here, and they'll appeal down to first, but Darryl Parker's right on it. He went around, so that's strike one. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
This is foul right side. A bouncer to the left side. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Now batting.
And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First pitch of the AB now. Lays off 1-0. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Ball 2 now.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
And it's fouled away. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Down the left field line and deep.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Singer moving to his left, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They trail it 4-1. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and up next the former World Series hero Salvador Perez. 0-1 the count, and the pitch hit to short. Bichette gathers it in. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now
and
batting,
with that, we'll give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East.
Dozier.
Hunter Dozier digging in now. He was a double play victim last time around.
He doesn't have to worry about that in this situation, Matty. No one on base right now. Try and get something up so you can drive the baseball.
And that one yanked just foul. The 1-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Long run for the center fielder, but the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And that's the second out of the inning. Ryan Barucki will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his third game this season. Swing and a line drive, but this will find the shortstop's glove for the third out of the inning. KC down in order as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Scott Barlow is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Randall Grichik at the plate now. It was a walk in his last trip. First offering. Looked like he was swinging no matter what that time as he goes way out of the zone at that offering. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
At the plate, Marcus Simeon, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Now the pitch. Oh, and he was in complete control of that at-bat from beginning to end as that last one's waved at and missed for route number 2.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
In now, Lourdes Gurriel. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Hit down the third base line. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Blue Jays go down in order, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. So now into the box is Carlos Santana for his career in this matchup. He's 1 for 5. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Two and 1 to the Royals' first baseman. Ball 3, not close with the sinker that time. Ryan McBroom waits on deck. hit in the air down the left field line. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
At the plate now, Ryan McBroom. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. On the ground to the right side. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Now to the plate, Michael Taylor. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Royals go down 1-2-3, but they lead it 4-1. Brad Roark will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. Here's Joe Panic. Here's the first pitch to him. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
Off-speed pitch, just missed inside. The 1-1 home is a fastball that misses. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
If you're at the plate in this situation, you're only thinking one thing, and that is get on base. You got 3 balls. It has to be perfect over those 17 inches for you to pull a trigger. A walk is as good as a knock right here.
Full count now, 3-2. And the payoff pitch. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Brock is at least partially known for a good changeup, and it's not just any change of speed pitch. It dances all over the place. Hit back toward the mound. Mondesi scoops it up, and there's out number 2. Next will be the designated hitter, George Springer. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Now batting, shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Standing in now, Bo Bichette. He'll roll over it and send it to shortstop. Mondesi picks it up. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for Toronto. They trail it 4-1. David Phelps is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 42, David Phelps.
Danny Jansen is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
Number 42.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And Alberto Mondesi is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Here comes the 1-2. Looped out towards short. And that's the first out. Next, here is Eric Mckea. First pitch of the AB on its way. Swinging a looper to left. Bichette ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Now batting. Right
digging
field.
in next, Jorge Soler. He was a double play victim last time around. Couldn't quite time the breaking ball there as this is fouled away off to the right. Strike 1. Grounded back up the middle. Simeon's there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. KC down in order as they hold on to a 4-1. Kyle Zimmer comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Number 42, Kyle.
New inning set to get underway. And here comes the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Taylor, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Next to bat for Toronto, Teoscar Hernandez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Line toward the alley in left center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, Dero, there's a case of the outfield defense playing so deep that ball looked like it was extra bases all the way, but they were able to cut it off.
Yeah, not too many times I would agree. I'd love to hear your take on this as well. The no doubles defense, I kind of never understood it to begin with. I felt like the pitcher, if he can execute the game plan, could keep the ball in front of the outfielders, but right there, boy, I was wrong. That worked.
Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Ground ball left side. Dozier picks it up to second for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Hey, a great win for these guys as they wrap up another one. But a little bit of a sour note, though. Everyone has to head home, get on those computers, and get those taxes out before midnight.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's